Philadelphia. I'm Philip John Neimark, the founder of the IFA Foundation International, and I'd like to welcome you to yet another iteration of the weekly ifascope. My job is, of course, to introduce or to continue to teach those of you willing to learn about Orisha, Orunmila, etc. And in this case, it is a matter of telling you two things. One, what it is you must do or should do. We never want to say must do, though frankly, we must always try and get here and not an EB here. The second, and probably equally important, it is to get you to realize that the changes which take place, the events which are going to seep into your life, will happen to everybody. Oh, there'll be different events, etc. But people, kind of freeze up. Everybody wants life to continue as it was. Same day, same ideas, all the time. It's as if we had our children and we could keep them 6 months old. We keep them 6 months old forever. Well, that would be a terrible thing, of course. We would go crazy trying to deal with that. The point is that life manifests with change, and we must learn to change with it. We must also not learn to get into the habit of what I call knee-jerking our way when we see certain kinds of events happen, and we put on our braille, our coverings, and try and get through it all. But basically, each and everything that happens for a reason, and that reason is in our best interest. And it is something which we can learn from, grow from, and go on to the next thing. So that when that child is a year old, we're getting the same amount of pleasure out of it. I guess I can give you more analogies, but some of them might be easier to think about. But that's it in a nutshell. Now, before going on with this, another thing that I have some difficulty in expressing is how to put on Facebook and other items like this notification of my wife Vasa's IFA Prime. Let me just tell you something. It is a wonderful, wonderful thing for Orisha and IFA believers or followers. Any question can be asked. Any question will be answered. There are no more secrets. It's my wife who is an E&E Fae, and probably half a dozen is answer of other IFA priests, both men and women, and a whole host of guests are there all the time. All you need to participate is a computer. Just contact my wife, Vasa, and tell her you'd like to see it. You stubbornly have avoided it up until this point in time because you're afraid maybe that your beliefs will be shaken, or you think that you're being untrustworthy to your padrino. None of that's true. How can the truth be in any way related to those kinds of things? So if you want to join, if you'd like to get be part of it, all you have to do is contact Vasa, and you can find that on our website. That's the ifafoundation.org, and look down under contact and choose her number, or just there's certain things you can email her or whatever else, and say, hey, please, I'd like to see it. All you need is an open mind and hopefully an open heart. One other thing, by the way, if you're an individual who doesn't have the computer, or maybe as so many do, you check on the ifascope from time to time for places like Australia or Slovenia, or we have people all over the world who've initiated. And so, frankly, getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning, or 3 o'clock in the morning your time, is not the easiest thing in the world to do. If you would send my wife a note and tell her that that's the case, that you would love to follow, this weekly seminar, then she will tell her which things you want to see, and she will send you a copy for you to listen to in your spare time. It's that simple. I don't know what could be fairer. And frankly, this week, you're going to need a little bit of help. So the operative Odu is Osa Irete. Osa is talking about sudden positive change. Saying, hey, that's what you need to do. You need to, get some change in your life. And Irete is allowing the winds of change to push you, to come at your back, and to take you where it is that you need to be. Not necessarily where you want to be, not necessarily where you think you should be, but where you really should be. Unfortunately, the energy comes EV, comes like this, and so we're going to use our energy, see what it takes to put it here again. The key here turns out to be the Otura. And because the Otura was about our not stopping, not pausing for a moment to examine the sudden change that we needed, or to find out where it was the winds were pushing us. And it was actually pushing us for our best interest. It was pushing us in the direction of, well, I'll get to that in a moment. Normally they break for commercial here, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. If we don't fix it, if we don't get on this, the area of impact is going to be health. And that is, by the way, emotional health, spiritual health, and physical health. So you don't want that to happen, period. So make sure that you, do or try and do this on new. Because it's not a big thing, but it is a big thing once you do it. The answers, I said, lay in that we could never discover that this was a time we needed to contact Oshun more. We needed to use the energy of Oshun in a wider sense, to have more joy. Hey, maybe that's the sudden change you need. Maybe a rete would blow you into the area of joy and love and family and children and money and all those good kinds of fulfilling things. But unfortunately, it's blowing you the other way now, because either by your own agenda or whatever, you decided not to take that tact. And this week, what it wants to do is to get a small bouquet of flowers, bring Oshun down, one white candle, a glass of water, clear water, and the bouquet of flowers presented to her. And in doing that, ask her to please give you the understanding and the time to be more systematic, to be more involved in your relationship with joy, in your relationship with happiness, in your relationship with children and money and all the things which Oshun, has in mind. If you do that, you're going to see things go from here to here, and you're going to want to go here. Until next week, love and blessings.